Hi, Singles Collective, and welcome back, Scorpio. Whether you are a Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Scorpio may show up on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on single why potential reasons why that may be the case right now at this moment in time. Now, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it, could be sign symbol synchronicities from the universe that there may be messages here for you. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you want to know more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box and click on that credentials link. Just want to remind you, if you know people in your social circles who you feel may benefit from these channeled messages, feel free to share my YouTube channel link. If you haven't done so already, turn on your notification bell so whenever I post new content, you don't miss out on the live streams or the new content. All right, so let's take a look here, Scorpio. Potential energies or reasons here. Why you are single, or maybe here some obstacles, challenges, or blockages that may be present in your love life. All right, let's take a look here at what's coming through. You have here resurrection. Okay, so resurrection, by the way, you do have the number 44. For some of you, that may be a an angel number 44. 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Okay, 8 is connected to the infinity sign. What's interesting here, Scorpio, is that this entire illustration here on this card. Now, mind you, it does say resurrection. I'll talk about that in a minute. But we just can't, like, literally, for even though this is a timeless reading, just letting you know, I'm recording this video the day after Halloween. So that being said, very interesting here how you have this person dressed up in Halloween attire. Okay, so there are 4 cats. Okay, the number 4 could be of importance here for you or connected to you here, Scorpio. Okay, so you have the number 44 as the angel number. There are also 4 cats here. This is telling me here that your intuition is sharp. Okay, there's something here about you leaning into your yin energy. We're picking up energies here in regards to intuition, nudges, okay, sign symbol synchronicities, because you're getting a lot, something connected to the number 4, okay? What I feel here, Scorpio, is that for some of you, the reason or one of the layers, right? Because there's potential reasons here that you may be single, is that some of you kind of like are either stuck with a specific, connection. This could be a situation, circumstance, or event that just continues to show itself over and over and over again. There's like a loop, there's just like a never ending loop. So some of you could, this loop, how it's coming across is I keep seeing the number 8, but more as a like infinity sign. So for some of you here, there may have been a specific either storyline or a specific situation, circumstance, or event that just continues to play itself over and over again in regards to your love life. Now, this could be maybe subconsciously, okay, maybe consciously, maybe you are aware. If you take a step back and have a reflective look at your love life and you see the connections that you've had, and you see and start evaluating or reflecting on how that has gone astray, or how that separation, breakup, or divorce may have occurred, that could give you here a hint of what seems to keep breaking down in regards to your love life. Like what breaks the relationship apart, whether it be on your side, on another person's side, but looking at it as a whole, right? So what's coming across here is that there's this kind of like lesson that hasn't been learned. Okay? There's some lessons here that haven't been learned. And there's this sense of because they haven't been learned, they are going to pop up either these lessons or a specific lesson that you haven't learned is going to continue to pop up in every single relationship, because there's a sense here of you thinking that a lot of this has to do with another person, like the person from the outside. But for some of you, I'm getting, even though there is a percentage, okay, because when you are in a relationship, both people are in some ways held accountable in regards to the progression and growth of a connection or a relationship, right? But there's a sense here of looking at it as if it's other people, like it's all solely someone else, and either nothing having to do with you or not taking accountability for some of the things that may have occurred in the history of your relationships or the history of your connections. Because you have one, two, three, four cats. So for some of you, there may be one, two, three, four lessons or four instances or four people or multiple chances that you have had to take a look and outgrow certain things here. And this is showing kind of like instead of fixing, mending, or recovering, like healing, mending something here, there's this idea or perspective that, okay, well, if it's not working out here, it's going to work out somewhere else. Then you connect with someone else, and again, there's a problem. And again, and again, and again. And so there's this sense of a reoccurring pattern here. It may even be here for some of you, a reoccurrent old pattern of behavior or an old habit that you just keep hanging on to over and over again. And that either habit or energy that keeps popping up creates some type of kind of catalyst for these relationships or for your love life to have this constant blockage, challenge, or delay. A lot of this, listen, it says here recovery. So there could be here a way that you are coping with certain things in your love life. There could be certain ways here how you're coping with your self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs. Where if this the energy is this is going to this is going to continue. This is going to continue until you decide to mend, heal, or fix something here that either you intuitively know what that may be, maybe a toxic or a lower vibrational energy in how you're coping with something, or for others of you here, ending the pretending as if there's nothing wrong. It's just happens to be other people, right? So kind of like ending that thinking or perspective here. Okay. There's a sense here of pretending as if everything is okay because certain changes are going to be needed here. If you really take a look at what may be a situation here that, or a coping mechanism that, or a pattern of behavior that you continue to do in your love life. And sometimes it's easier to look or blame the outside world rather than take an honest look at what we need to change in ourselves in order to then connect or mend, fix, or heal or recover, as it says, this reoccurring pattern, perspective, or energy that keeps popping up in your love life over and over again. Okay? For some of you, this energy somehow is connected to either the month of October, because October is Halloween, and there's this kind of like, again, the pumpkins here. I don't know if you could see them here, but there's just pumpkins up here on this bandana. So again, it could be October or November or the fall. And the fall starts like late September all the way through December 20th, around there, where then the seasons change to winter, right? But there's something here connected to the fall in regards to maybe even a very important connection here, okay? For some of you. But somehow the fall or October or November may be of importance in regards to this energy here. What do you have here? Look at that. Winged seer. You see clearly. Clairvoyance. See, there's something that you intuitively know. There's something that you intuitively have an awareness of. Now, whether it's that you're turning a blind eye, that's the reason why it says comeback or reprise, right? It keeps coming back because you just either consciously or unconsciously don't want to look at this energy or behavior or pattern or reoccurring storyline that just happens to happen over and over again. But there is something that you are seeing intuitively. You have not one, but two cards that are highly intuitive. You have four cats here, and then you have this person who has eyes on their wings, aside from the physical eyes that they have. So this is coming across as you being able to see not only with your physical eyes, but also with your intuitive eyes, okay? Clairvoyantly, whether it's that you see it or you feel it or you sense it, there's something that you may be turning a blind eye towards in regards to your love life that either needs to be corrected, needs to be mended, fixed, repaired, addressed, so that that looping cycle doesn't keep happening over and over again. Look at that. Look what just popped out of the deck here. Self-indulgence. Remember that I was talking about coping mechanisms? That's exactly what this is talking about here. It says self-indulgence, self-worth and value, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation, validation, confirmation here, Scorpio. There are elements here, or there are layers of work that need to occur here in regards to your heart, in regards to your perception of love, your perception of maybe when people suggest or when your partners give you some type of feedback here. There's this sense of you realizing here that maybe taking you a time for you to heal and take time for you to go deep within and mend, fix, heal, or bring something back to balance here is of importance before you go into another relationship and the same thing happens over and over again. Some of you here, whether depending on how you may see it or how you may see yourself, right? There may be some self-worth issues here. And the self-worth issue for some of you may be that you feel that you may not deserve or you may not be deserving of, fill in the blank. That may be different here for different people. There's a sense here of not appreciating or valuing yourself. And so and this is just a general a general energy that I'm getting here. When we don't appreciate ourselves, we then lower our standards. And when we lower our standards, it's as if we just are okay. We're sending the message energetically that we are okay in accepting anything that comes our way, right? When our self-worth issue problems, situations, circumstances, energies are healed, we raise our standards. And sometimes raising our standards means having to wait a little longer and being by yourself a little longer, having to deal with life alone a little longer. But while you are single, you are healing, you're doing the work, you're mending, fixing, healing the hurt, the pain, and the sadness that may be deep inside. Okay? And so then you are able to show up in your more authentic self, away from the coping mechanisms, away from the old patterns of behavior, and you show up more as a healed person and more as your authentic self, ready to assess and connect with people who are vibing at your same frequency. But if there are things here that are lurking, then it makes it very difficult to start new with another relationship, because the same issues are going to come back. They're just going to be tied to a different person. Does that make sense? And that's how this energy is coming across. Let's see what else is coming through here for you. Okay, let's see here. Look at that. Confusion. Yeah. And what happens is this cycle just keeps going over and over again. Remember that I was telling you I was seeing like the number 8. Look at all these circles, like ovals interlocking with each other. It says confusion, overthinking, unclear. Yeah. If you're thinking too much or overthinking certain things, or you're keeping your mind busy on hoping in negative ways, or jumping from one relationship to another relationship, hoping that the next relationship is going to be different. But in reality, what needs to be different is the way that you either see yourself, your standards, your ability to heal yourself, to allow time to heal the wounds of any relationships that are or have been very meaningful to you. Do the work of the shadow work, appreciate yourself. And appreciating yourself means that you have the ability to love yourself and care for yourself, and not allow whatever coping mechanisms or whatever self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs or maybe even fears here to take over, right? You're cleansing that, you're healing that, so that when you show up in a connection, you show up as a person who has overcome, rather than a person who is still dealing with those things, but in the background, right? Let's take a look here at how you can overcome these energies here. Look at that. the dream walker. Dreams, the collective good, illusions. Remember that number 8 that I was talking about? Look at it right there. Again, another card, sign symbol synchronicities. How can you overcome these energies, these layers here? These, for some of you, potential blockages, delays, or challenges in your love life? By being at a higher frequency. You see this person? They're playing a flute. Being in a higher frequency, raising your standards. You see this person? They're on a mountain. This mountain or these mountains here are the challenges, blockages, the things that I mentioned here. That's what those mountains are. And how can you move past this energy here? By you overcoming those challenges that I just spoke about over here. The moment that you're able to surpass, to be at the top of the mountain, even if it takes a little longer, even if that means being alone for a little bit longer, but it will at least here help you show up as a more healed, more focused, higher vibrational person that is attracting like energy rather than this energy right here of being confused, not being clear, continuing certain patterns in every single relationship, hoping that it will change because you're thinking here in this energy, if I change the relation, if I just break up, separate, or divorce this person and go into this relationship, then it's going to be fine. However, the same storyline keeps popping up. Another sign symbol synchronicity I have for you here, Scorpio, is that this card here is the number 12. And you have the mirror number here, 21. Okay? So, again, sign symbol synchronicities here. For some of you, the number 3 is of importance. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So for some of you, the number 6, the number 4, or the number 8 may be of importance. Last but not least, let's take a look here at how else you can sidestep these challenges. And you have here the 8 of coins. The more focused you are and the more dedicated you are in achieving your own personal goals, of whatever these mountains may be symbolizing in your life, whether that be the confusion or the lack of clarity, whether that be this resurrecting pattern that keeps coming back over and over again, or this recovery, mending, fixing, or doing, what you need to do in that regard. The more you focus your time and your dedication to this 8 of Pentacles energy, the more you are focused in having a better outcome, right? Now, let me explain something here, Scorpio. Pentacles energy is a slow-moving energy. So this is not something that's going to happen overnight. This is something that requires the work, the patience, the determination, and the tenacity to work through. Now look at this. I'm going to bring it as close as I can. If you look at that person has the 3 of swords. The more that you can work on clearing that 3 of swords that person is pointing to, which by the way, completely, this is the 8 of coins, but this person is pointing to the 3 of swords, and 3 of swords is exactly the energy that I was feeling at the top of the reading in regards to the pain. 3 of Swords is about the sadness, the hurt, the emotional pain, the memories of a connection. And I said that for some of you it may be 4, for some of you it may be 1 that was very, very tough on your emotions here. the more that you're able to work with this energy, the more likely you are in being able to let go of that Three of Swords energy that that person is pointing towards on the table. Okay? Again, I'll show it to you right there. So the more that you're able to focus on that, the more that you're able to put in the work on these layers, the higher the probability that you'll be able to show up as your authentic self in your next connection. Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.